So you're thinking about joining eXp Realty, or maybe you've already pulled the trigger and you're wondering, what is it that I need to expect? What do I need to know as I make this transition, or I'm coming into real estate and this is my first brokerage? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the key things that you're going to want to know prior to making that move so that you can be the most successful. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group with eXp Realty. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything eXp, and I come at you from the not sort of pitching you, but the real world of what you need to know. Now, as background to me, I've been a single agent. I've been a buyer's agent or a team agent. I've been an ops manager for a reasonably big team, and now I am a team lead here with eXp, and it's been a wonderful process. However, I realized as I was looking up information for this brokerage, there's a whole lot of hype and a whole lot of recruiting, and there wasn't a lot of real content, which is why I created this channel for you. So if you have any questions about anything that I do put in here, again, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and leave a comment below, or reach out to me, give me a call, text, or email. I'm happy to help out any way that I can. So if you are going ahead and getting into eXp, what does every agent need to know prior to moving in? Well, there's a couple of different scenarios that you might have been going in. Now, eXp has eXp residential, and they also have commercial. And don't know too much about the commercial, but I'd be happy to help you out if you are really curious about that. But what we're going to talk primarily is residential. Now, there's two main ways that people typically get into eXp. The first one is as a single agent. A single agent is exactly what you think it is. They're by themselves. They're the lone wolf out there getting everything done, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. The other option, of course, is joining a team where you have a team leader. They typically have some admin that kind of help you out. There's a whole structure. They probably have a brick and mortar that you're going to, and that's got its own advantages as well. So let's start with a single agent first. So when you join as a single agent, you usually, almost always, join with a sponsor. That's that person that said, hey, come join us, sent that website, and said, hey, come on board. Now, one thing that you need to know when you choose a sponsor to come in under eXp is that that sponsor may not be the mentor, that person that's going to help you through the first 3 deals. So if you pick this big name out in Texas or California or anywhere, and you're like, wow, this is going to be good, I get to work right directly under them, that's good that you kind of are with the rev share program that we do have. However, they may not or will never be in direct contact with you for your real estate sales. They may not even know your marketplace or the state in which you're doing it. So just know that when you are picking a sponsor, it may behoove you of actually picking somebody that's local to your area, or at least in close proximity, that will know a little bit more about what you're doing specifically for your success. And that mentor, as I mentioned before, is going to be with you for 3 deals. And there's a certain percentage that your mentor gets every single time that you close, up to 3 deals, and then you can let them go. There are some different type of mentors, and each one's a little bit different. But I can tell you just from my experience, if you just find a mentor in that area, they're going to be there to answer questions, maybe guide you through Mind Flash on your initial training, but that's probably going to be about it, and help you out with contracts. Depending on if you join somebody else's just under them but want to be a single agent, people like myself actually offer you one of our mentees 90-day boot camp, which is a self-paced program where you can go through. It's on a program called Mind Flash, but you go through, it's got quizzes, it's got everything that you need to know here on the Emerald Coast of Florida on how to be a successful agent, all self-paced, do what you want to do, and of course, I'm with you for your first 3 transactions. Shameless pitch. Okay, that's as a single agent. Now, before we even move forward with more of that, I want you to know as well, when you first get in here, there are some financial things that you're going to have to worry about. fees specifically. Know when you first get into EXP that you are going to be charged currently $149 up front just to get everything set up. Then you're going to have an $85 fee, which is monthly for EXP's technology and university. Also, depending on where you are at, you're going to have association dues. Those association dues are based on NAR, National Association of Realtors, as well as maybe your current MLS. So here where we are at, it is the Emerald Coast Association of Realtors. If you're out in Pensacola, it's the Pensacola Association of Realtors, and so on and so forth as we move down the Emerald Coast. But you are going to have that. You will probably also have a electronic key box. We call it Supra here. It's named different things all throughout the country. Being in real estate in different places, I could tell you it's all something different. But you can get that, and then of course that's going to be an additional cost, as well as different costs that you're just going to have as a solo agent to run your company. The good news is that EXP is a cloud-based brokerage, so you don't have to worry about desk fees. You don't have to worry about any of that. That your brokerage is just going to charge you for existing in their brokerage model. Okay, so what I also want to go on with as well is the team agent. If you are joining a team, that team leader will more than likely be your sponsor as well as your mentor, and then the team usually has its own type of training program. Here on our team, we have our team, which is a robust version of the 90-day boot camp that I was just talking about that we specifically put through there. Okay, and what we do is we do a lot of things that specifically on our team, such as accountability for their production training, all the OJT or on the job training. They have access to different admin. We have transaction coordinators and all sorts of great things that we just do on our team. Now that's just an example for what we do. Now, other teams may offer something completely different. It may be even, hey, don't worry about prospecting. Here's all the leads, and they just have to work that. Or it could be offering, hey, I'm here to help you out when you need something, and then offer really nothing. And it's just a bunch of people working or agents working together without any support structure. Every agent team is built differently, even in our own brokerage or if you go somewhere else. That being said, my suggestion for you, even if it's not an EXP team or a brokerage, is to interview with a ton of them. I'm always a big advocate of going out and experiencing what everybody else has to say before making your final decision. And if you've ever talked with me on the phone, that's exactly what I try to do, to tell you to go, hey, check out a Century 21, a Coldwell Banker, or something like that. Sit down with them. Don't make any commitments, but sit down with them, hear what they have to say, and then come back to see if this is still the right fit for you. Again, each office, each brokerage is all going to be different. You need to find which one fits you the best. And if it's here with EXP, then we can start ahead and get going, which is probably why you're here. Okay, one other thing that you need to know, or the next thing you need to know, is that we are virtual. Like I said before, we are a cloud-based brokerage. There's no brick and mortars around here. We exist on the world. It's kind of a virtual world where you have a little avatar that you can go everywhere. If that's a little too techy for you, you can simply just pick up the phone and call whomever that you want to get the answers that you need. But it's really great because we have access to so many great things when you get in there, such as there's training. There's always training going on. There's like 20 training sessions going on per day, 5 days a week. They've got all your recorded training. Everything is virtual. So you don't have an office to go to, which may be a problem because you'll be able to get distracted a lot easier. So find a coffee shop, find a quiet place in your house if that exists, or even sit in your car outside of Starbucks and get the free Wi-Fi. Whatever you got to do, like find that place where you can get out and do the things that you need to do to be successful, such as prospecting, which should be probably 80 to 90% of your job, especially as a brand new agent. Speaking of that, you want to make sure that you keep yourself accountable for those things to be done. Because again, you don't have a place to go where people are on you unless you're on a team, and that team does offer the accountability and making sure that you're getting everything done. But you have to be able to keep yourself accountable. If this is not a thing that you're able to do or you're good at, you may want to consider going to another brokerage or a team-based type of system where somebody is going to be watching you at least 5 days out of the week and keeping you accountable, or having that peer pressure around you for things to do. And because we are virtual, it's easy to hide. So that's one thing that you do need to do. Also, if you are kind of in the mix and like, I don't really know what to do, I don't know if this is for me, you can go to Workplace. Now, Workplace is pretty much like Facebook for just EXP agents, but you can go on there for motivation, support. There's tons of groups that you can go ahead and join. There's referral groups, to help get you leads in your market center. There's some great different things out there, and the collaboration that you get with this brokerage, if you want it, is absolutely there, and there's tons of motivated and happy people to come help you out. One other thing that I'm going to leave with you guys is you want to start in this brokerage in your real estate career with the end in mind. And eXp Realty really offers a great opportunity to do so. That being said, we have sales, and that's what everybody's in here for. Let's see how many sales that we can get over time. What is the biggest thing that I need to do? What I tell my agents is the program that I have them set on is to get 300 deals closed. In all reality, is probably closer to 200, but get that many deals done as quickly as you possibly can. So it's going to be based on production. How much real estate can you sell? Because our goal here is to create relationships with those people that you've already done business with. And when you build that out, you build what's called an SOI, or sphere of influence. And what you get to do is, once you have a certain amount of people in your sphere of influence, all you have to do is talk to your friends each day, the people that know, like, and trust you, and they're going to send you business. And you're not going to have to do jack. It's going to be awesome. You get to work with the people that you like and work kind of when you want to, which is the dream of real estate, because it definitely is not that way when you start. The next option, of course, is getting those transactions and saving up in EXP stock. If you save up in EXP stock and put in discounted, it's usually discounted 10%, and you can put 5% of whatever that you earn every single time that you close a transaction into that, as long as it's still 1-to-1, which it's been way better than that. But again, I'm not a stockbroker or anything like that. But you can put that money in there, and that's kind of like your nice savings for the future. That stock has been phenomenal. It started as a penny stock, and now it's sitting there and it was almost at 40 something bucks per share not too long ago here in 2021 before the split. So it's been really, really good, and you get discounted. And not only that, but if you go ahead and you sell a certain amount of real estate and you, what we call cap. So if you go in here, you've probably already seen it in previous videos, but you start out in 80-20 split, which is phenomenal to start, right? 80% goes to you and 20% goes back to the company. When that 20% fills up to $16,000 and you meet certain criteria, you become what they call an icon. When that icon goes in, you do a little interview once you do hit that, and then if you make it, they give you that $16,000 back. You heard me right. That $16,000 you gave the company, they're going to give it back to you in stock. And as long as the stock is still 1-to-1 ratio, you're still winning. And it's still going up. So what brokerage is going to pay you to be an owner if you do well? Like, honestly, that's incredible. So taking that stock back is really good, and as you continue to do real estate, it only builds as time goes. And you can pull it out at any time, and that's part of your little retirement plan that you can go forward. Now, another part that we do have is the revenue share. If you've been part of Keller Williams before, they have profit share. Problem with profit share is that marketplace has to be profitable for you to get any shares from it. So if they make a certain amount of profit and they're like, oh, we're going to take this and pay off this, then that profit gets cut really, really quick, and you had no say in it whatsoever, and then your profit share is a couple $100. This revenue share that the EXP has is incredible. It's a whole different way of doing real estate. And instead of doing transactions to get paid, to get fees, we also can now go out and recruit. And instead of doing that, instead of being transactional, we actually get to be part of like a referral network. So we referred somebody into EXP, and we get a certain portion of that 20% that EXP has. And because EXP doesn't have any brick and mortar, they don't have any franchise fees. You go anywhere else, they're going to charge you just 5% every single transaction for that. So even if you're on an 80-20 split with that other brokerage, it's 75-25 because you're still paying that 5% fee. Make sure to ask them about that. But anyway, you've got that extra 20%, and because the overhead is so small, they get to pay their agents, their owners, through that rev share. And it is so powerful to be able to set up. So not only are you going to be able to do real estate, but you'll also be able to build your retirement plan through stock and a passive income stream that could completely change your life. We're talking thousands, tens of thousands. I just got back from a conference just a couple of months ago here in 2021. It was called the Build Conference. And there was a guy that threw up his rev share, and he was a big team lead. And it was over $300,000 a month. Not a year, a month. Imagine what that is. Now, that's not very common, but anybody can do it. And right now, as a date of this video, the EXP is just so small. There is so much room for expansion. And it's going to be around for another 10, 15, 20 years more. If that was the case, think about that. You wouldn't even have to do real estate anymore, although I encourage you to do so. You still have this opportunity to do it. And you can build this very, very quickly by just telling people how awesome the opportunities and just the different ways that you can do real estate. And we'll put another video here on this channel explaining a little bit more about rev share moving forward. So, just to throw out there, and again, another shame. And just to throw this out there, just one last shameless pitch for myself here. We do, and I do offer here on the Emerald Coast of Florida to be a mentor and of course to be a sponsor. Anybody that I do sponsor in does come in as and has options to be a team member here on my group, which you can interview for, a single agent, and we do accept some mentees, but it's in different sort of stages. If you're just a mentee that joined from somewhere else, I'd still love to help, but that access to me is just for those 3 transactions and answer questions as you go forward. Now, if you are looking to join under somebody, I do give you access to me, as well as our mentee 90-day boot camp, which is that self-pros program, which I put a good portion of my team members through, which is a little bit more intense than when I give them, but it's a good formula for you to keep that end in mind. Not only am I going to teach you how to build that out to build your SOI, I'm also going to show you how to build out and find the different ways that you can do real estate to make you successful, because that your business is as individualized as you personally are. And not only that, as I also put in at the very end another module on how to build out that rev share. You want to be that guy on stage making that over $100K a month. I know how to do that. I have a formula for it, and it is in that training. And it is not just my team members, it is for my mentees that I sponsor in as well. So if you have any questions about any of that, if you're thinking about joining the team here, if you're thinking about joining the as a single agent but using me as your mentor, or just looking for a mentor here and you've already joined and you need somebody to bounce some things off, I'm always happy to help. So go ahead, please give me a call, text, email. Best way to do is to text me. That information is here below, and I'd be happy to help out any way I can. Best of luck on your real estate career, and I hope to see you out and about. Take care.